Hey guys, this is lesson 31 and let's go ahead and get started. So, decimals. We're asked to write each decimal in word form. And so let's look at number 1. We have this number right here and we have to put that in a word form, okay? And so there are a few steps to it. So the first step would be write the whole number part, okay? So let's go ahead and write the whole number, which is 173. Okay, so that's our first step. And then the second step will be to write and for the decimal point. Okay, so write and. And then the third step would be to write the decimal part the same way you would write a whole number. Okay, so we have the decimal part right here. And we're just going to write it the way we would write the whole number. So that is 67,679. Okay, and then the last step would be to write the place value of the last digit, which is the millionths. Okay, so millions. So that's it. So again, to review, there are 4 steps to write a decimal in word form, and the 4 steps are: so 1, write the whole number part, and then 2, write and for the decimal point. 3, write the decimal part the same way you would write a whole number, and 4, write the place value of the last digit. Okay, so remember those steps and finish number 2, 3, and 4 on your own. And let's move on to our next part, which is to write the word form in decimal form. Okay, so number 5, we have 30 and 12,548 hundred thousands. Okay, so again, and is the decimal point, and thousands, that's the place value of the last digit. So let's just go ahead and write it. So that we have 30, and then we put a decimal point there, and we have 12,548 thousands. So that's it. Try number 6, 7, and 8 on your own. And let's move on to our next page. We're working with surface area using nets, and they're asking us to count the unit squares and find the surface area of the solid shape represented by each net. And we know that a square represents 1 foot squared. Okay, so let's look at number 1. We're given a rectangular prism net, and we have to find the surface area. Okay, so the surface area, we know that it is a sum of the areas of all faces, right? All surfaces. And so to find the surface area, we would have to add all the areas of all 6 surfaces. And so we have 4 rectangles and 2 squares. And let's go ahead and find the area of the rectangle and the square. So the rectangle, it is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 3 by 7, so that's 21, right? And we have 4, so that would be a total of 84 feet squared. Okay, and how about the squares? That's 9 because that's 3 by 3, right? And then we have 2 squares, so that would be 18. And all we got to do is just add it. So that's the total of 102 feet squared. And that's our surface area. Okay. Oh, I forgot the T. Okay. So that's it. Just go ahead and find the surface area for cube and again rectangular prism. And let's move on to our third page. So 5-number summary. We have to write the 5-number summary for each set of data, and that's our set of data for number 1. Okay, so we have 42, 58, 67, 55, 40, 69, 66, 51, 46, 48, and 68. And to make things a little bit easier, let's go ahead and list them in the order of the smallest to largest. Okay, so the smallest, it seems like it is 42, and then it's 40. Oh, we have 40. We have 40, 42, and then 46, and then 48, and then 51, and then we have 55, and then 58, and then 66, 67, and then 68, and then 69. Okay? So we listed them in order. And so now we could go ahead and find the minimum and then the quartiles and then the maximum easily. Okay? So the minimum value would be the smallest, which is 40. And then the max would be the largest, which is 69. And then the quartiles, so Q1, that is quartile 1, and then which is the lower quartile. Okay, that's the lower quartile. And then quartile 2, that is the middle or the median. The middle or the median. And then quartile 3, that's the upper quartile. Okay, so our lower would be would be 46. Okay, and then our middle one seems like it's 55. And then our upper would be 67. Okay, so Q1, that's 46. The median, 55. And then the quartile 3, that is 67. Okay. So for the for number 2 and 3, go ahead and list them in the order of smallest to largest, and then find the minimum, quartile 1, 2, 3, and then the maximum. And let's move on to our last page. So we have word problems, and let's look at number 1 together. So there were Y passengers in the bus, and 12 of them left the bus at the first bus station. How many passengers are left in the bus? Okay, so the keyword here is left the bus, right? So we had Y passengers. So we had a total of Y passengers on the bus, and 12 of them left, meaning Y minus 2. Okay, so that's it. So number 2, there were 38 strawberries on a plate. Melina added used strawberries. How many strawberries are there on a plate? So we have 38 strawberries. And then Melina added, which is the keyword, right? Added used strawberries. Okay, So that's how many strawberries there are on a plate. So finish this page and then the worksheet, and then here is your answer key.